It is usually the cheapest IKEA that's around there.
Hi, I'm Oona, a Finn who grew up in Luxembourg. I met my other half, Teemu, when I lived back to my roots in the north, and together we decided to move to Paris and marry in Normandy. After having lived in several continents, countries and cities, we were done with the constant change of landscape and wanted to settle our family. The question was, where? Being in love with the center of the old continent, we decided to pick the best of as many places as possible and moved right in the middle, in the land of 3 countries where France, Germany and Luxembourg meet. After having visited several houses in 2018, we finally found an old maison de maître that was in desperate need of love and care. We began its renovation, doing most of the work by ourselves. The house has plenty of room, so we invite people to help us out and inspire us in our projects. Even this channel was started by a creative push from our friends. Come along and enjoy the ride through renovation, gardening, and learning about a piece of history in the east of France.
Could it be that the flowers were in bloom? Could it be the reflection of the moon? Oh, could it be the wind blowing through the trees? Could it be that you were made for me? Could it be the sunset in your eyes? Could it be the warmth of the summer night? Oh, could it be the wind blowing through?
Good morning everyone, I hope your day has been fantastic so far. We've been cleaning a little bit in the house and organizing stuff, and we're gonna take you now to our latest project, which is finalizing our kitchen. So 18 months after the completion of our kitchen project, we are still having some finalizations to do, so the baseboards, etc. And also an item that we've been looking forward to having, which is a wine cooler at the end of the kitchen aisle. So I'll take you there very soon. But for this project, I needed to get a protection slip that is put underneath the cooler to protect the flooring in case of any leaks from the cooler. And for this purpose, I had to head to IKEA. This is what I came to search for. It's the protection you put under a fridge. So we've got these under our 2 fridges, and now we need one for the wine fridge. There we go. It's 10 euros. So while I rushed my way out of IKEA, this is what has happened here. Teemu has put the drawers to the other side of the kitchen aisle, and he has started the preparations for the wine cooler. What we need to do still is to put the electrics for the cooler. Don't mind the mess on the table, but we have electrics until here on the kitchen aisle, and the idea is to get the electrics also to that side so that we have power for the wine cooler and for another plug like this. Because believe it or not, but when we are many people in the house, occasionally we do need a lot of power for all of the phones and devices, and these are really handy for that because they have the USB plug as well. So that's what's been going on. There is the protection that I collected from IKEA, and yeah.
Oh, could it be the wind blowing through the trees? Could it be that you were made for me? Could it be the sunset in your eyes? Could it be?
Electronics are in, and the fridge is functioning. We got it running, just need to finish this part here, put something there so that it looks nicer, and then put back the drawers, and then we still have to drill the other electric plug on top of the aisle. And then I need to tidy up the kitchen because it is looking like a tiny chaos in here for the moment. And then we are done with this project. I'm so excited. We actually waited for this project to be done 1.5 years. It's been 1.5 years that we finished the kitchen. But yeah, you know, maybe the wine cooler was not the first priority on our list, so we kind of postponed it until now. But now we found this with a good price and it's there. And next thing is to go wine shopping, because with an empty wine cooler, it's not cool.
Could it be the sunset in your eyes? Could it be the warmth of the summer night? Oh, could it be the wind blowing through the trees? Or could it be that you were made for me? Like the sand in the sea, like the rain in the spring, like
So that's how the wine cooler project got completed. But let's get back to the IKEA issue. We've made a couple of observations about the Ikeas at the tripoint, and especially the price differences between the 3 countries that these Ikeas are located in.
Now, usually I would go to IKEA Germany, and I will tell you just about in a sec why, but this time, because of the current measures, I had to go to IKEA France. And now the reason we usually go to IKEA Germany is twofold. Firstly, it is the IKEA that's closer to us, so it's easier to get there. So we have 3 Ikeas, max 45-minute drive from us, and these are located in Germany, in France, and in Belgium. And because of this reason, I've done a little bit of studies which one of these Ikeas is the cheapest one. And we found out that usually the case is that the IKEA in Germany is the cheapest. Now, let me give you some examples. For instance, for our library project, we had to purchase 12 Billy bookcases that we integrated in our library room. And while the bookcases themselves were pretty much the same price in all of these 3 countries, the extensions for the bookshelves that we needed to also purchase 12 of had huge price differences in them. So, in the IKEA in Belgium, the Billy bookcase extension block is 20 euros. It's also 20 euros in France, whereas in IKEA in Germany, the same item goes for 15 euros. Now, this is an item that you probably need to purchase several of, so the €5 price difference could add up quite quickly to great savings if you go to IKEA Germany. Another example is the Billy Extra Shelf, the 76 by 26 centimeters one. And let me tell you, in IKEA Belgium, this shelf costs 12 euros an item. In IKEA France, the same shelf, extra shelf, costs 7 euros 50 cents, whereas in IKEA Germany, the shelf costs 7 euros. And again, this is an item that you might need to purchase several of, so the price difference of 5 euros once again could add up quite quickly for great savings if you buy it from Germany. Interestingly enough, things are not that simple, because some items are really cheaper in IKEA Belgium. So if you take, for instance, the Malm commode, which probably many of us are familiar with, this commode costs €69.99 in Germany, €69.95 in France, so only 4 cents price difference, whereas the same commode in IKEA Belgium goes for €59.99, leaving a price gap of 10 euros between IKEA Germany and IKEA Belgium. So again, if you do need several of these basic Malm commodes, then it's way worth it to get it from Belgium, because the savings that you gain might add up quite quickly. So these are just a couple of findings and learnings that we've made here living at the tripoint, and for sure we usually try to go to the cheapest IKEA a little bit according to what we want to buy from there. Let us know what are the prices in your country in IKEA. One wouldn't have expected them to be so different between the countries, and even countries that are so close to each other. But these are interesting findings. I hope you guys have a fantastic day and see you again in the next video. Bye for now.
Like the same